What's going on, Facebook people? Oh, you good? You ain't got to do nothing with that. Yeah, what y'all got going on tonight, man? Ain't doing on the shoe, just chilling, winding down for the night. Still got people that don't respect us, our people. They don't respect our bloodline because they want to try to claim everything that we are instead of claiming everything that they are. You know, they want to claim everything that they're not. And y'all are so used to that terminology, black people or whatever. Black is not a human being. It's not a person or a noun. It's an adjective. But anyway, I'm gonna use that terminology so you can understand what I'm saying. You can't call yourself an American if your mother is not black. I'm just going to use that because everybody's so used to that because that's the way you've been programmed by the European, the people that we call white, which are Albions, the Europeans, the Spanish, the French, the Portuguese, the Italians, the Manchurian people, which are the $5 Indians, the people who are receiving our benefits every month, the people that sided up with the other Europeans to try to say that they were here before we were, and blah blah blah. Your birthright inheritance comes from your mother because she has the
mitochondrial DNA.
The mitochondrial DNA, and she determines the nationality of the child and birthright inheritance. When you, which is the Moabite woman. Our mother is the Moabite woman. She's a Moor. Moorish. Both my parents are Moors. For those of you who know me from Anderson County, my parents are Moors. And the rest of you are Moors too. But that's just been kept in secret from you because they've been miseducating us in they schools and shit. But our bloodline is Moabite and Canaanite. And we're not African people. We're not descendants from Africa. And we didn't come from no Africa. Yeah. The Africa that you know of is not a real geographic location. That's the name of a corporation. Just like the United States. They're corporations. They don't exist on land. They only exist on paper. They colonizations is what they are. They fixed territories. They colonies. And what was that? What else I was going to say? Yeah. Your mother determines that because Americans are Moroccan people, which are from Al Morocco, the North Gate, because this continent, along with the islands, is Morocco. This is Morocco, and another name for the land is called Amexem, which is spelled Amexem, Amexem, which is another word for West Africa. So, you're talking about Africa, you're talking about America. And that's where the word Mexican come from, to Amexem, because these so-called black people that you know today were calling themselves Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? But the word Mexican came from Amexem. Mexican is not a bloodline. It's not no nationality, no none of that. It's artificial. Just like Indian, Negro, black, colored, Cuban, Dominican, Jamaican, Afro-American, African-American, uh, excuse me, Afro Brazilian, um, Black Canadian, or whatever the hell they want to call us underneath the sun. You understand what I'm saying?
On my mother's birth certificate, they had her under
Yeah,
under race as Negro.
yeah. There's no Negro race, and there's no racist. And I'm not trying to be a racist because racist is plural. There's only one race, and that's the human race. There is no races. There's one race, and it's divided between nationalities. Everybody has a nationality. It's one human race, and that's the human race. There is no racist, so therefore, can't nobody be a racist. You can't be racist if it's not more than one race. If it's only one race, you know what I'm saying? But however they want to spell it, because they always spelling things and putting things in books and whatever. But yeah, and there's no such thing as an American citizen. And you hear shit on the news broadcast and shit talking about, oh, these American citizens was over in what's that country over there? They was talking about doing that bombing and shit over there.
Iraq.
Yeah, and they talking about they had it was a European woman over there, so-called white woman, talking about, oh, she was a American citizen hostage. She ain't no American. She's a European. Americans are Moorish people, indigenous people of color that are indigenous to the earth. The only indigenous people on the planet that are indigenous. That's where the word Indian come from, and that's artificial. And there's no such thing as no Indian blood. There's no such thing as no Cherokee blood and all that crap. That's all bullshit. That's like false shit. It has nothing to do with the human race, nationality, none of that. That shit is artificial. And when you call yourself African American, Black, Negro, you disconnected from your nation. You disconnected from law, your culture, your sciences, and all that stuff. And we're not descendants from Kush. We're not the same bloodline as the Kushite nation that's overseas. They melanated people too. And they don't understand the history. They've been told by the so-called white man that we were brought from over there on boats and blah, 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 blah. And, and that type of shit. So that's the story that they sticking to. We don't have no DNA connection to them. Those are not our people. All nations came from us. We are the mothers and fathers of all people, of all nations, all nationalities. The Kushite people we're not descendants from Kush. We're descendants from the ancient Moabites, the Moors, the same people that you see around here every day. Our bloodline is Moabite and Canaanite. Our bloodline is also from Canaan, up in Canaan, here in North America, which is Morocco, which the corporation that's occupying Canaan land is Canada. Canada is not a real geographic location. It only exists on paper because it's a colony. When they colonize, they set up their corporations. It's EST, which stands for an establishment. Or sometimes they use the word founded, like they just stumbled up on it and found it one day on a certain year. But that's when they started setting up their shop. They started colonizing at those years when they say established, just like Garland, Dallas, whatever. Detroit, Michigan, Phoenix, Arizona, places like that. Those are not real geographic locations. They don't exist on land. They only just like Texas don't exist on land. Mexico don't exist on land. Venezuela doesn't exist on land. Canada doesn't exist on land. I'm just, um, and the same thing over in Kush. Nigeria doesn't exist on land. There's no such thing as a Nigerian person. That's not even a bloodline or a nationality. I just like saying, oh, I'm a Texan. And one guy, one brainwashed dude told me he was from Alabama, so they made him an Alabamian. I said, where the hell that shit come from? That's psychotic. The shit is psychotic, and they really starting to get disrespectful with it now because they wearing our hairdressers, our national hairdress, our fez. That's our nationality, birthright, inheritance. I wear my fez because of my mother. Because when she gave me life, I inherited the earth. Because I am the original man. That's why I wear my fez. When you see me wear my fez with my black tassel, that represents that's the Moorish fez. That's my nationality and birthright inheritance. I wear it because of my mother, because she's the first mother, the Moabite woman. She's the beginning of all nations. There's no time when time never existed. We've always been here forever. We've not, time has always been into existence, and everyone else came years later, thousands of years later, into the human race. When we brought them into the human race, they're part of the human family, but no DNA connection. You know what I'm saying? And the Kushite people from over in Kush, which is the land of Tamari, which is the land of Kush, they bone structure and they features and everything is different from ours. When you see them in public, you know who they are. They features and they bone structure is not structured like ours. And it's a guy, he was born here. His mother's from Kush and his dad is from here. So just like I was saying, the mitochondria DNA, he has his mother's DNA, not his father's, because mother determines all of that. So he's really a Kushite, he's not Moabite descent from here. He's descended from Kush. That's two different wombs. That's two different mothers. You know what I'm saying? And it's the games and shit that the Europeans play when they say, oh, African American, you can't be from two different wombs. You only from one womb. You only from only one mother's womb, and that's the Moabite woman womb. She's the so-called African American, which is a misnomer. That's false. Doesn't exist in the human race. There's no such nationality that's called African American, Negro, Black, Colored, etc. There's no such thing as that. But Europeans are not Americans, because Americans are our Moroccan people like me. And when you mix your children, it's best that you not do that, because we shouldn't be mixing our blood, because when you mix your children's blood is thrown away forever. So that means you are destroying your blood. Your children, if your children were born from like through a European woman, your children do not have a birthright here, because they're Europeans. Even though they have brown skin, and their hair is not black like it should be. You can tell that somebody's mixed because they skin and their hair, right? Their hair is coarse. It's coarse. It's not black, and it's not black and like nappy like mine. You know what I'm saying? And our skin color comes from our mother. It comes from our women. Like my mother, my grandmother, my sister, my aunts. She produces those shades of color. Our shades of color don't come from other people. It comes from her. But it's obvious when somebody mixes, you can see that instantly in public. You know when somebody's mixed and their blood is thrown away forever. You know what I mean? Because they're not gonna know which way to go in life. They're not gonna know where to go, to this side or that side. And their blood is destroyed forever because they're gonna continue to keep mixing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna continue to, when they have children, their children are gonna be mixed out to where they're not gonna be a part of anything. They're gonna be lost in the, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, but whenever you mix your children, because I know European women that have children by Moorish men, but that doesn't give them birthright inheritance. The children are still foreign. They're still foreigners to the land. And that's why we shouldn't be mixing. You know what I mean? But kind of like in some recent years, in some recent years, I go back maybe 80 years, 100 years or whatever, they were killing our people for that, for mixed. They were putting us in prison, and they were murdering us, executing us for that. If you had sex with a European woman and got her pregnant, you were going to the electric chair, man. But they don't do that stuff anymore because they know that we're messed up and brainwashed because their forefathers and mothers brainwashed us. So it's to the point to where they really can't really control it. So, but what they can control is they steal our birthright from us at birth. So if you fuck up and break one of their codes, then they can prosecute you because these Europeans are not law. They have no standing on law on this continent or any other islands because they foreigners. Only Moorish people can enforce law. But if you're not in your proper person, your proper status, and you're wearing their names, you can't enforce any law like the treaty or the Constitution because you're obligated to the slavery, because you are a slave, because Emancipation Proclamation never freed our people, because they're supposed to be giving back our names, our title names like Ali, Bey, Day, El, and Al. Those are the 5 family titles that we should be wearing on our names or at the end of our names. They never gave those back to us and they never freed us. So we've been POWs and slaves in our own house. You know what I'm saying? And since we don't have a blood DNA connection to Kush, they can't deport us overseas because this is our kingdom. This is our empire. So they build prisons for us. You understand? So that's the only reason why they're building so many prisons, because after they stepped down from government years ago, they stepped down from government and became a corporation because they wanted to do bad things like they're doing now. And they rendered all of the courts and they started issuing statutes, codes, ordinances, and resolutions and stuff like that. And ordinances goes back to the word G-O-D, that stands for G-O-D, which is God, which is Government Ordinance Department, what they started enforcing. And they are part of the Black Christian codes. You can go look up the Black Christian codes and stuff like that and read the secret treaty of Verona, and you'll see how much they've been enslaving us. And even they've been even enslaving their own people to make it seem like their system is actually law. And it's not. Like, I can enforce law. I enforce law every now and then when I have to. And their statutes, their codes, their ordinances, and their resolutions don't apply to me, because I've proclaimed back in August of 2018, and I'm not under their right to speak. They don't have no right to speak over me. The right is juris and diction is speak. Jurisdiction they do not have. Jurisdiction non habitus. Jurisdiction non habitus they do not have because they are foreigners. And they're getting away with y'all putting ankle bracelets on y'all and shit like that, like y'all animals, because y'all have bond numbers on your birth certificates that put you in bondage, which is a slave. You have a bond number on your birth certificate, and you have they created a trust too on you. They have a trust account on you. So whenever they get to start adjudicating you in them colorable courts, they bring in bonds. They send the bonds in. Then they got bail bondsmen and shit like that. It's a business. They will auction your ass off. You understand what I'm saying? In the recent year or so, 2 years, I helped one of my friends, a guy I met on my job. I helped him proclaim his nationality, and I took him off of child support. So he haven't paid child support in over 2 years because it's fraud. It's not real law. It's fraudulent. And his daughter's mother, she can't understand why he haven't sent money through the child support system, because he's not a slave anymore. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the difference. We have the upper hand over the Europeans. It don't matter if you in North America, Central America, South America, or any other islands. We have the upper hand over them if you will proclaim and just wear the family title at the end of your name. It puts you back at the standing at law across the world, and you be connected back to the Constitution, the land, and the treaty that we have with them. The treaty is supreme law. It's the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. You can go and read it, go download it. I urge you to go and read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship of 1787 between Morocco and the United States. Don't get Morocco mixed up with the Morocco overseas, because that's the name of a corporation. And that was established in 56, 55 somewhere. And that was like one of the last places where they colonized. So they want you to think that Morocco is over there, but really Morocco is here, not over there. That's trickery that they use. They use trickery. 1956 don't even add up with 1777. They don't even add up, does it? So yeah, you know what I'm saying? So, you got common sense, use it. And, you can read between the lines and see the bullshit, so. But yeah, man, I encourage all of my people to wear their family titles. These people being disrespectful on social media, they putting L and Bay on their name and talking about their mother white and they daddy Cherokee and all that shit. That means totally nothing. That means absolutely fucking nothing. If your mother don't look like my mother, if you didn't come through the Moabite woman's womb, you are a foreigner, period. I don't give a fuck how long you've been over here or how long your people been here. You do not have a birthright here in this country. Why you think they were fucking with Barack Obama years ago when he was in office, when they was asking him, let me see your birth certificate, Barack. Because the Europeans know he's not an American. His mother is a European and his father is from Kush. His father is a Kushite from Kush. The so-called African people, whatever the hell they want to call themselves over there. Because they brainwashed too. They don't know shit. They think they come over here and they think they know shit. They don't know a motherfucking thing about over here. And I correct them when they come with me sideways. You know what I'm saying? Barack Obama's mother is a white woman. So that means he don't have no birthright. But he called himself Kenyan American. There's no such thing as no fucking Kenyan American. But anyway, I'm just saying that for an example so you'll know who's who and who's not. If your mother's a European, Your birthright is gone. That's all I'm saying. Because father don't determine it. Mother has the mitochondria DNA, and it's eternal DNA. It's eternal. It's forever. And both my parents are Moors. They're indigenous people. And the prison system is full of them because they're not wearing their names. That's the only thing. You separated from the law. So they can adjudicate you, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And we don't know. You don't know because they know you're a minor. Uh, you are a minor, and you don't know any better. That's why when they get you into a colorable courtroom, they can have their way with you, and you just dumb as hell, just dumb as fuck, and just don't know shit, and you just don't know shit. That's just what it is, you know. Attorneys and lawyers are bounty hunters for the courts. You know what I'm saying? I don't. I mean, they can't even come at me with nothing because there's nothing they can do with me. I ain't gotta show up for no court. If I do, I can beat anything they throw at me. They can throw murder at me or whatever, and they can't charge me with nothing because they don't have the right to speak over me. Because I'm sovereign. I'm not a sovereign citizen. I'm sovereign. There's no such thing as sovereign citizen. So if you come across shit out there on YouTube and shit, and then people talking about they sovereign citizens, they haven't studied. They haven't been studying long enough. They coming into the knowledge. They know a little bit, but they don't know enough to save themselves from these terrorists, these foreign terrorists, because they will kill your ass out here on these streets. Because they was ordered from the Pope in Rome years ago to do that, to handle your ass. They Roman soldiers, all of them, from the FBI down to the smaller courts or whatever they want to call themselves. You know what I'm saying? They murderers, they racketeering. Whenever they charge you to pay anything, no matter what it is, that's racketeering. They are committing treason because they are pretending to operate law, and they can't operate law because they foreigners. Foreigners can't enforce law. And kidnapping. Whenever they put you in the back of their car, they kidnapping you. And whenever they put cuffs on you, I don't care if you are in a store, grocery store, whatever, you are in prison. Soon as they put handcuffs on you, you are in prison. They getting away with it because you're disconnected from your sovereignty, your birthright, inheritance, and shit like that. And Europeans cannot claim to be an American because their mother is not American. So when you listen to all these commercials and all these bullshit commercials, ads and shit that they got talking about, we getting what, 4,000? What they say, $6,000? Mm-hmm. They giving away 6,000 some dollars. Mm-hmm. Oh, we gonna give this to all Americans.
6,400.
6,400 to all. Everybody ain't no American here. If your mama ass ain't black, if I goddamn booty hole ain't black, you ain't no damn American. Because Americans are Moroccan people. That's the trickery. That's the whole trickery of the shit. Because this is Morocco. This is not the United States. Americans are Moroccan people. Because this land is Morocco. I can't stress that enough. Go and read the Treaty of Peace and Friendship. But yeah, there's more to life than a lot of things that people do. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's more to life than a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? That be going on. But shit, I support everybody. Everybody wanna accomplish their goals and their dreams and shit. You know what I'm saying? But shit, man. Some things are just better than that than those certain things. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, yeah, there's more to life to a lot of shit that's really going on out here, especially the BS, the bullshit. You know, man, cutting that grass. Boy, boy, that white man, that white woman and white man, a motherfucker, boy. What's going on out there, man? Shit, what y'all up to? Y'all chilling? Y'all chilling and shit. What I'm doing, chilling, man. Was catching some of them games earlier, man. Shit. Go check out a couple of them games next weekend, man. I'm gonna be on vacation next weekend and go back to work until January. Be on some PTO time, paid time off. Might take me a trip to Jamaica. Go out to Kingston, Jamaica for about a couple of weeks or so. But anyway, yeah, I'm really kind of pissed off. But people gonna do what they want to do. They've been trying to be like us, wearing feathers on their heads and turbans and wearing our fez. Them Shriners wear our fez in secret. They are very disrespectful, and they wear them in parades and shit like that. And they don't have birthright inheritance to wear the fez on their head. They don't have that. You know what I'm saying? But they do it anyway out of disrespect. They don't respect us. They don't give a shit. So it's all good though, but their time is coming. I don't know if y'all seen any of those military tanks on them trains coming through. I seen them about 20, 25 years ago, 23, 24 years ago. I seen them down in East Texas. And I just seen them recently come through over here on this side of town. So, it's going to be some bloodshed. It's going to be some bloodshed before, some other things coming on. But they know that it's coming, and we got one last war with them too. And, we're in a war now. We're in an everyday war now. And everybody think this is a normal life. This shit ain't normal. This not normal with them being here. And, but we're going to have one final last bloodshed war with them. And your ass better be ready. And then sometime shortly after that, the flood is coming. Because the Holy Prophet said that it's time for the European to drink. And he said, once I get done with the European, he said, I'm going to be able to count them on one hand and have fingers left over. And if you don't think it's real, shit is real, boy. because they lied about the flood in their book, which is the Bible, which is bullshit. Talking about Noah built the ark and all that shit. They talking about Adam and Eve and all of those bullshit. That's bullshit. The very first woman is the Moabite woman. That's that that's that black woman. She's a Moor. She ain't no fucking European. She's the mother of all nations. They wouldn't be on earth if it wouldn't be for her. You know what I'm saying? If it wouldn't be for our mother, our grandmother. And they so fucking disrespectful, they took her face off the Statue of Liberty and put a white woman's face on her. Because she was given to us as a gift from the French. From the Moabite woman, because she's the mother of all nations. She's the very first woman. But if you got common sense, you'll put two and two together and you'll understand that shit. You know what I'm saying? And you want to know the real truth. Because Noble Ali, the holy prophet, he said, you don't have to throw the Bible away. Use the Bible against the European because they lying. Because they forced that shit on us anyway, that Christianity and shit. They brought it over here to divide and conquer. You know what I'm saying? But you can take it however you want to take it. I take it to my grave because I know the fucking truth. I ain't scared to go. Because I piss and shit on the Bible. And I'll take it to my grave because I know ain't no truth in it. That's why we in the shit that we in now. Behind it. And behind they monkey ass. And if you read the Holy Quran, Circle 7, Noble Jew Ali, you'll know who the real Jesus was. Not is. Well, ain't no more is. Who the real Jesus was, it'll tell you. And then you go back and read Noble Jew Ali's verbal statements. Excuse me, go and read his verbal statements. The Holy Prophet Noble Jew Ali, I'm giving you instruction. I'm telling you what to do. You ain't obligated to do it. You want to know the fucking truth? God damn it, go read Noble Jew Ali's verbal statements and first read the Circle 7 Holy Quran. The truth is in the Holy Quran. You want to know the fucking truth about what's real and what ain't, and you'll see how these motherfuckers been lying to you and been enslaving us. And even enslaving and lying to their own people. And they've been still, man, did you see all these car lots around here, all these cars and shit? That's our shit. We invented that. They got all these cell phones and shit. That's our shit. We invented that. This is the we living in the time of technology, which is the age of Aquarius. We just left Pisces not long ago, kind of recently, but way before I was born though. But anyway, we left Pisces. We are in the age of Aquarius, the age of technology. Technology is ours. We are the first, the beginning. The Europeans are living off of our technology, everything. They wouldn't be able to do know nothing without us, and they ain't giving us shit in return. They fucking stealing from us, stealing every fucking thing. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? I mean, they go close to the Caribbean Sea and take salt out the ground. They selling salt and seasoned salt and shit in the grocery stores when they getting it out of our land. You know, natural shit, natural resources and shit. You know, you understand what I'm saying? You know, and they'll lie to you and tell you that, and they'll tell you that that's the Mississippi. Ain't no Mississippi River. That's the Nile River. Memphis is the capital of Egypt, where they murdered Dr. King. Where they murdered his ass And the Nile River runs through Cairo, Egypt. Ain't no Egypt over there. Egypt here, right here. But I ain't gonna get into that because you don't know what I know. So that's why if you're not obligated to study, then you'll never know. You'll forever be lost. That's why the Europeans, the local government in that area that colonized, they represent. I mean, they recognize Morocco. That's why they put that pyramid there. It's like a Bass Pro Shops. I think it's a hotel and a restaurant or whatever. It used to be where the Memphis Tigers, the girls and boys played basketball. That's where Mike Tyson lost to Lennox Lewis at the pyramid. They recognize Morocco. They wouldn't argue if you would ask. They'll tell you they got a statue out there of King Ramses wearing the national hairdress, the fez, a Moor, a brother. Ramses is just like me. He's part of our bloodline. They got a statue of him right out there outside of Bass Pro Shops. You can go and look at it online and you'll see what I'm talking about. So they know. The occupation of government, they know. You know what I'm saying? But most of them are just quiet about it. It ain't to their economic benefit for them troops to be out for them. You know what I'm saying? But they're going to feel the Holy Prophet's wrath, though. They're not going to escape that. They're not going to beat that. But they are going to stare death in the face because it's in their nature to. They don't give a shit. Instead of them doing the right thing by us and they over here in our empire, they're going to stare death in the face and it's coming to them. They're not going to be able to stop it. And I'm ready for it too. I'm ready for it. Because I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them motherfuckers, man. I'm sick of them bitches. I'm sick of them cocksucking son of a bitches motherfuckers. I'm sick of you. I'm sick of you, motherfucker. I'm sick of y'all bitches. I'm sick of y'all motherfuckers. Y'all done fucked up everything over here, man. Y'all done reconstructed our history. And that history shit, y'all done reconstructed our history, man. Y'all stealing from us. Y'all enslaving us. And enslaving your own. Y'all are killing our people. Y'all are poisoning the fucking food. All of the water is poison. That's why you need to boil your water for at least 45 minutes to an hour and let it cool. You need to boil your water. And that came from the Holy Prophet. Divine instruction. Boil your water. And a lot of the drinks and shit is poison. Candy. Personal hygiene. Laundry detergent. Dish soap. And shit like that. They put man-made cancer in a lot of this shit. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better wake up. Y'all already know what my Facebook page is about. Ain't about all that other shit. You know what I'm saying? I'll post a little shit here and there, but I'm all about my people and birthright and shit like that and trying to save my people. You got an ankle bracelet on your leg? You want the motherfucker off? Call me. I can help you get it off. If not, because me, I don't kiss no ass. I don't kiss no ass. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to go to the penitentiary? Call me. You don't want to pay child support? Call me. Because we're not obligated to none of that shit. We're not obligated to that. You want to be free? Call me. If you don't, you're obligated to it. What you gonna do? You go to prison, you gonna let them fuck you in your ass? Or you gonna stand up on law against them. You stand up on law against them and correct your status, they'll leave you alone. But that's all. I'm out this bitch.